Hey there, welcome back to the Magic Box. So in the previous video, we learned a little bit about coding. We got a light to blink. Now I want to teach you about the motor that's going to be opening and closing the box. So in this video, we're going to learn about what we call servo motors. I'll go ahead and write that on our whiteboard here. Servo motor. Okay. We're going to connect it to our Uno brain, and we're actually going to make it move, and then also attach it to our box, which will be a lot of fun too, as the box will soon come to life. Okay. All right. Let's first talk about the servo motor, and actually, let's take it out of the box. So if you look on your bottom right there, I'm going to pull out, or maybe I'll change screens here. All right, here we go. Here's the servo motor. Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way. Okay, it looks like this. It's a blue motor. All right, and inside you're going to have this other baggie here. Okay, this baggie has these are called servo horns. I like to call them propellers. Go ahead and pull out. There's a few different ones. Let's go ahead and use this one. Okay. Mine I used previously, so it has a little sticky stuff on it, but yours won't. Okay. And then let's go ahead and take it, and you see there's this hole here. All right. There's kind of like this bump here, and then the flat side. Take the bump side and have it, and just kind of put it on there like this. Okay. Okay. It'll pop off and come on pretty easy, but just slip it on. All right. And you don't want to don't twist this. Okay, I'm doing it a little bit because I know what I'm doing, but you don't want to twist this because you can possibly break the gears in there, and this will make more sense when we talk about what the servo motor does and how it works. Okay, so the servo motor only moves half a circle. All right, so I'm gonna draw a full circle here. Okay, now full circle is 360 degrees. Let's say if we start 0 degrees here and we go this way, when we come all the way back, it's going to be 360 degrees when we get all the way around. Okay. Now this servo motor, though, it stops here. All right. So the whole bottom half here is not working. All right. So half of 360 is 180 degrees. All right. So the servo motor can go this way. All right. It can move all the way to 180, and then it can also go back. So this way, drawing our arrows here, and they can also go back this way, back to 0. All right. Okay, so 0 to 180. It can also go in between to all the different angles in between there. So this would be 90 degrees here. Okay, you can also do 45 degrees and everything in between. Okay, so 0 to 180. So now you see why we don't want to be twisting this motor. This is called a shaft right here. You don't want to twist the motor shaft with the servo horn, because if you try to twist it past 180 or past 0, what's going to happen? The gears in there are going to snap, and that's not going to be good. The motor will stop working because it's not meant to go 360. Okay, so if you think about it, the servo motor is probably good for situations where you want to make something like a windshield wiper, okay, or like a fly swatter, or like some kind of launcher, right, like a catapult thing, and it'll be perfect for our opening trash can, right? Because we don't need to move that much for the trash can lid. You don't need to go all the way around, right? So that's why we don't need a 360 degree motor. All right, so now that we know about that, let's see how we're gonna connect this thing. All right, so let's see. Let's make some room here. Or maybe, you know what? I'll go back here to this drawing, okay? So we have our Uno here. All right. Bear with me here. Okay, we have our Uno drawing with the light connected to 2, which we have. We're going to keep that in there. The next thing that we want is let's draw our motor. I'll call it the servo because we know it's a servo now. Let's make sure you can see what's going on here. Okay, our servo. And then if you look closely at your servo, you're going to have 3 different colors. Okay? 3 different colors coming out of it. There's orange, red, and brown. All right? So I'm going to do this here. I like to do this. It's I don't know, I think it's kind of funny. So we're going to have 3 wires, and I'm going to call them B R O. Bro, okay? So bro stands for brown, B for brown, R for red, and O for orange. When I teach this class live, I usually have the students try to guess what bro stands for, and it's funny. Sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes you get it right away. Okay, so brown is going to connect to G and D. That's going to be our common ground. Okay, remember everything needs a common ground so that they can talk to each other. R is going to be connected to the main power. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to jump over this. Okay, it's like a bridge over. And we're going to connect that to 5 volts. Okay, 5 volt power. All right. So the servo needs extra power there. We're going to connect the red to 5 volts. So we got our common ground, which is the brown, and 5 volt power. Now what is O? O is going to be connected to the nerve. And we're going to use number 3 for the nerve. So 3. And then let's do a connection here to O. Okay? A little bit of crazy, and that's kind of how things go, right? As we keep adding things, it gets a little bit crazy. So let's go ahead and connect this on. But crazy and fun, I think. Okay? All right, so I'm going to zoom in here so that you can see our schematic. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so let's get our motor here, and let's get our pin to pin. We're looking for these. Sorry. Okay, stop shaking. All right, our pin to pin cables like this, and I've already pulled it off earlier, but conveniently we have orange, red, and brown just all together. So you can peel that off. Okay, if yours is peeled off separately, that's okay too, but I'm going to keep mine together. I kind of like it. And then let's just connect it all together, brown to brown, red to red, and so forth. Trying to straighten these out here. Okay, this is my servo. So brown to brown, there we go. Red to red, and orange to orange. Very nice. Remember, don't be too rough with it, okay? You don't want to break the pins. Now, we know what these are. Looking at our schematic there, brown is supposed to go to G and D, right? So let's find another. Remember, there's a bunch of G and Ds. There's one over here. Okay. So let's put brown into G and D. Like so. Did I get that right? Yep. Then orange is going to go, or let's go red first. Red is in 5V. Now 5V is right above the G and Ds over here. See 5V? Red into 5V for powering the servo motor, and then orange goes to the number 3 nerve. So it's going to be over here by the blue. Number 3. Right here. Okay. There. Make sure you can see that. Orange into number 3. All right, and that's it. So now I'm going to put my motor here. I'll kind of hold it up, and let's do some coding here. All right. Going back to the main screen, and then bringing up this. Okay. So the blinking code, I'm gonna kind of put it to the side for now. I'm just gonna put it here. All right. So now I'm empty again. You can just kind of leave this light stuff here. We can get it to move again later, or we can combine it later. Now we want to go to motors, and we get servo. Okay. So servo motor, stick it in, and let's go pin number. What is the nerve we use? Number 3, right? If you look at the schematic, number 3. And then the angle, remember, you can go 0 to 180. Let's just go 0, okay? And try that out. So just one block, 0. And I want you to look carefully at my propeller here, okay? Oh, I forgot to plug in. That's why I have nothing here, okay? So I'm going to take my, yeah, so I forgot to. Let's plug it in. Okay. Now if you notice, once I plug it in, it's still blinking. My LED from last time, because it still remembers, it still has the memory of the previous code. Okay, that's why this is still blinking. All right, so once you put code on there and you turn it off, once you turn it back on, it's still going to remember the code. All right. All right, so now that I have it plugged in, let's try it again. I'm going to upload, angle 0, click that, click connect, and then watch my propeller. And it moved. Do you see that? Cool. So I went to 0. Let's do 180. Try that. It should move to the other side. That worked. And then if you do 90 on the angle, it should go kind of like in between. Cool. Now as we're here, what if we want to go back and forth, like 0 to 90, 0 to 90, 0 to 90? Well, it's going to be similar as before. Remember the weights, right? So we're going to need the weights, but we're also going to need 2 servo blocks. Pin 3, just like the other one. You can put 0 here. And then, like I said, we need the weights because this is going to happen really fast, and like you won't be able to see it. So we're going to get a weight for the 90 degrees and then another weight for the 0 degrees. Okay? And then we're going to upload. You see that? 0 to 90, 0 to 90. So now we're getting somewhere, right? So now what we want to do is connect our servo motor to the box so that it can actually do something to make the lid move. All right. So let's go ahead and do that. And actually, since I need to change my camera, so I'll do that in the next video. Okay. So we got to move. As a little challenge, if you want to go make it move a lot, like faster, go back and forth faster, what would you do? You would change the wait seconds here. Okay. Or what if you want it to go like 0, 90, 100, or 0, 45, 90, 135? You can play with that. All right. So go ahead and play with that. And then once you're ready, in the next video, I'll show you how to attach the motor here to the box.